Hi everyone, I'm back here with Madison with Blueberry Creative. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Dena. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I always like to start, once again, with tell me a little bit about yourself personally, where you come from, what you're doing, who you are.
Sure. Houston, Texas, born and raised. I am a artist and musician, but that translates into being a creative director. Above all, really, art and music is just storytelling. And so what I love to do is tell the stories of businesses. And being in Houston, the most diverse city in the country, what I have the opportunity to do is really a dream job, which is to tell the stories of the most interesting people in the most diverse city in the country. So as the creative director of Blueberry Creative, that's what I get to do.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Blueberry Creative.
Okay, so Blueberry Creative is a digital marketing and creative marketing company. What that means is we work with you to better understand your business and find out how we can connect you to your target audience. And sometimes that's online, but other times we can come up with fun, creative ways to make that happen, whether that's making videos or making graphics, you name it. I really just want to make sure that at the end of the day, you are working in a brand that you love, that you're proud of, and that your audience really resonates with. So
Awesome.
That's what we do.
That sounds like you do a lot of things, for people. How did Blueberry Creative get started?
Okay, so my co-founder, Laura Dodds, she's our marketing director, and she was working on her own digital marketing agency for a while. We both left corporate agencies for different but similar reasons. We realized we felt that there was a way to do it that really prioritized our partners and our employees. So when we decided that we had this vision, we saw that we worked well together. We knew each other back in college. I took my branding and design focused agency, and she took her digital marketing and design focused agency and brought them together. And that's how Blueberry came to be.
How did y'all come up with the name?
Okay, so I came up with the name after a long process. It's hard to brand a branding agency because you really got to nail it, right? Because it's the first thing people are going to see. If you have a bad name, then people won't hire you. And I realized that when it comes to a branding and marketing agency, what people really care about is your work and what you do. And so if you want to have good work, you have to love what you do, which means I wanted a name that meant something personal to me. And so I love blueberries, the fruit, which would be weird if I didn't at this point. But it's because in all of my really good memories, my girlfriend would give me a bowl of blueberries. And so it just really means a lot to me. The second reason is, the BlackBerry? The old PDA, the phone. Mm-hmm. So the marketing that went into creating the BlackBerry, they spent millions and millions of dollars to come up with that name. And the reason why is because they realized that email and the concept of putting email in your pocket was really stressful to people. Remember, there was a time when that didn't happen, and it was a simpler time. And so they realized that that concept stressed people out, so they were trying to find things that didn't stress people out for a name. Putting mail in the name was bad. Well, marketing can sometimes stress people out. It's a thing that people either don't understand or often they've had a bad experience with it. And so I wanted something that really lowered people's blood pressure. So they spent millions of dollars to try and come up with a name for the BlackBerry. They came up with strawberry. It's really hard to say when put on a thing, so they changed it to BlackBerry. So I thought, well, blueberry is pretty close and it is relaxing to people. So I want marketing to be fresh and enjoyable for people in their business.
Yeah, and blueberries are good and healthy and all
that. They are
that
full of antioxidants.
It's a great little thing. Yeah. What do you think really sets Blueberry Creative apart from other marketing agencies?
Yeah, I think that our approach is really we start from the ground up. So both Laura and I went to school for entrepreneurship. A lot of people, whenever they start marketing agencies, they have a background in design or they have a background in marketing specifically, but we really wanted to learn how do people run businesses and run them well. Because if we are going to be a partner in a business, we need to really understand the industry that they work in, and we really need to understand how they like to run their business. So we have something called a brand discovery process. We talk with our partners and we understand the nuts and bolts of their business, their vision. We really take the time with them to interview everyone in the company that wants to do it. And we really break down who their brand is and who their company is. Something that I always like to say is that you have 3 brands. You have the brand you think you are, the brand you know you are, and the brand you really are. I'm sorry, the brand you think you are, the brand you say you are, and the brand you really are. It's bad if you have 3 brands. You need to have 1. If you want the people in your team to be a salesperson, they have to understand how to describe you. So what we do, by understanding the business, we help equip everybody in the company to just know the right answer every time. So.
And that's your employees and everybody else kind of understands who you are or who your clients are from.
Right. And you want really your clients to be able to look back and say, man, that business was great. I really liked them. I liked working with them. And they can't do that if they don't know how to describe you, you know? So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, personally, I've hired Blueberry Creative to create some branding and do my website and do my social media stuff. So I've firsthand experience and how awesome you guys are.
Thank you.
But kind of tell people, you know, how you can help maybe other real estate agents or even small businesses and how you can relate it to them.
Well, I think that in general, there are a lot of people in real estate in this industry.
There's only 55,000, I think, or something like that, licensed agents.
Something like that. No big deal. Just a small pool of them. And in Houston, with the market the way it is, people are chomping at the bit, getting their licenses and trying to get into it. So, I guess I would put that question back on you. How do you set yourself apart in a pool in such a dense industry? And the way you do that is by working with someone who really understands branding and how to really tell your story. You are one of the best realtors in the area, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on your TV show. It's a real thing.
Thank you.
And so partnering with you makes it easy to really show your value because you've expressed that before. It's a lot of work, as I'm sure you know, to do all of this hard work to make your business go well and then have to go and tell that story afterwards. So we're really honored to be able to work with you and to be able to take the great work that you do and put it front and center for everyone. Yeah. So
got my hands in a lot of different things. So
clearly, yeah. So yeah, and it is a really great testament to be able to be here. Hopefully that means we're doing a good job if you're bringing me on your show.
Absolutely, so, I do think they do an amazing job. You know, really getting together the story. They really took the time for me to actually understand what I was looking for and to understand what my goals were. Because I think everyone can talk about SEO optimization and this and that and all those terms that we don't really know how to do, nor do we have the time to do. So I really appreciated that y'all, you know, took the time to really have those conversations and multiple conversations. And my business has evolved since we've been working together.
Right.
I mean, thus I have a TV show now, you know, so things like that. So I think if you're, you know, wanting to grow your business and really put yourself out there, that, you know, at least contacting a branding team and people that can really help you get your business put together. I think it's really important right at the beginning. You know, it took me a few years to actually see the value in that and actually do it. And I appreciate the fact that I have done it now because now it's moved into other categories of my business. So I really think that's awesome. What is your favorite thing about doing your job?
You actually kind of just said it. My favorite thing about it is getting to see the partners that we work with take their business to the next level. We really understand as business owners ourselves, we understand how much is on the line whenever you have your own business. Your family, their income, their livelihood, all of that is really at play whenever you are working. So all of your business is personal. I really love it whenever we get to tell the success stories and get to see our clients, partners, excited about the direction that their business is going and to be able to be a part of that success story. I also like getting to go and pop in and visit. I just got my hair cut at one of our partners, Fade Barbershop in Edo, represent. And it's just great to be able to see them and see them thrive. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I know COVID has affected everyone's business in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
How has it affected your business?
Yeah, that's a great question. Because it's affected a lot of people. Usually, a gut instinct is for people to pull the ripcord and say, okay, where can I save money? Where can I stop spending money? And just traditionally, people cut marketing first because they're on life support. They want to make sure that they make payroll and all these things. It's actually a pretty disastrous decision because if you stop giving fuel to the fire is going to go out, and then guess what? You can't make payroll anyways. So during COVID, because a lot of people, I say COVID as if it's completely over, during the worst of the quarantine, people were really trying to, we had to work with people, let's just say that. And now that things are starting to come back, we're starting to see people are more excited about reinvesting in their business. They've been on life support so long, now it's time to really start having fun. It's time to start really creating things again instead of just trying to merely survive. So for us, because we thrive when our partners thrive, it's really been great to see people get back into the thick of things, and it's helped us out a lot. We feel a lot for our clients, and I keep saying clients, but really we try to use the word partners, because if your business doesn't succeed, then we don't succeed.
Yeah.
It's a very, very close and intimate relationship that you have to have with your partners. So
Yeah.
when COVID affects other industries, it affects us. And so we've been really proud of being able to stick with our clients and stand by our partners throughout the process.
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of people starting new brands and starting new things, and it's like marketing is probably the most important piece. I know everyone, when I'm giving like new agents advice or something, I'm like, you got to spend money to make money.
Exactly.
So your marketing is super important no matter what business you run. Being out there and being present and having, your name out there is super important.
Especially with the way the job situation is right now. So many people, either their jobs can't, their places of business can't continue to support them in the way they need. And so more and more people are looking over the fence and thinking, I could do that. I could set this up for myself. And because our background is in forming businesses and how businesses work, I think that gives us a leg up on, you're not just spending money for someone to go make something. You're investing in a partnership that can help give you consult you as you're growing your business. What's the next smart thing to invest your marketing in? So it's been really nice for us to be able to see all of these people excited about a new chapter in their life, whether it was because of COVID or not, and really, bring them forward.
Awesome.
So,
are there any types of businesses out there that you're specifically looking for or targeting?
So we work in all industries.
Okay.
However, personally, I would love to do something related to somebody who makes things. I really like that if they're making, if they're able to support that, because I think it's a very personal,
creative,
passionate. Yeah. You need to have passion to be able to create something. So that's a wish list dream of mine. Music is near and dear to me. So anybody who's doing music, that's Christian talking.
Okay.
From the business perspective, we are really looking for small to medium-sized businesses that have been able to get by for a while, and they're making payroll and they feel comfortable, and they're really trying to take things to the next level. So that's the type of business we're looking for.
Awesome. So what is something that you've always wanted to do that you haven't done yet?
Okay. Let's see. I really want to do a billboard.
Okay.
I really want to do a billboard. Just because it is in the digital age. Making designs that only live on a screen, that don't ever get printed, it's ephemeral, it's there for 10 seconds. If it's on Twitter, it's there for less than 7 seconds in the mind of people's eyes. So building something that just is there and stays there, I think
they're only driving by it, for so long.
Someone else is going to drive by it again,
Okay.
though, and I think that you can't swipe away a billboard. You can't click off of it.
Absolutely.
And even though they can be annoying and they clutter the beautiful skies, the beautiful rainy skies of Houston, I really think that there's something profound about things that actually exist in real life.
Yeah.
Because in the digital age, especially during quarantine, we've all gotten really well acquainted with things that come and go and just live on our pocket, in our pocket on our phones or on our screens, and it is just really nice to see something real again.
Yeah.
So
I think I always tell people it's not just one thing when you're marketing or doing something like that, that it's, I think back in the day it was something like 7 touches to be memorable or something, but
Yeah.
now with the digital age, like you're saying, it's like something like 35 touches or something.
Right.
So you have to be doing the mailers, you have to be doing the billboards, the websites, the emails. I mean, you have to be doing so much to be or memorable to people or to stay in front of people, even your past clients, to stay in front of them. Like myself, I mean, it's a referral-based business, right? So it's not just sell the house and leave them, it's sell the house and hopefully stay in front of them and become, part of their lives. Second nature. When anyone asks them about real estate, they think about me, or anyone thinks about their digital marketing or anything like that, that they think about Blueberry Creative. Like, oh, well, I've got a great website person, so call them.
I think relationships are the realest thing that we have nowadays. That I guess in a way that's kind of been the case, but they've become more important, is what I'm saying. The level of importance on a true relationship and a referral has changed a lot because we get so many marketing messages. We see so many people trying to sell you something. So for you to be able to say, I know this great person that does great flooring, that means way more than seeing something pop up on a screen.
Absolutely.
So it's funny for somebody who, our business, we do social media, we do emails, we do all of these communications, and they're all very important. But if you don't have a message that matters to people, if you aren't somebody someone wants to work with, you can send all the emails in the world, and you're not going to get that repeat customer. So it's important for us to be able to work with people that really understand the value of connection and the value of running an honorable business that's trying to do the right thing. So
awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show and providing that. So if you want that in your life or for your business, definitely give Christian a call. Let him know how they get a hold of you.
All right. If you want to get a hold of us, our website is createwithblu.com. You can also email me at christian@createwithblue or see us on social media at createwithblu.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you again for Now Media TV for having me and providing this platform for me to offer all this information to you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.